And rolling.
Good afternoon viewers, my name is Bossy from Bossy Motorsport and I'm here with Lockie from Copperhead Restorations, and you would have seen our video from a couple of days ago when we were replacing the turret on a 1966 C-Code Mustang. You'll see now that the turret is on and it's secure, and you can probably see the join there. It's gone extremely well. That was just butted up, there was no overlap there, and it really has gone together beautifully. Now we're replacing the drip moulds around the A-pillar, and it's quite a complicated job, and we'll get Lockie to explain where we're up to and what we're doing now. Afternoon, Lockie.
Hello everybody. Yeah, so we're on the little fiddly bits now, finishing off the roof turret repair. And as we showed in the previous video, these are the drip rails that come off the A-pillar on the front where the windscreen fits into the car. And we had to replace this bit of metal here, so you can see that's actually been welded in. And we've done the perforations for these spot plug welds with the MIG to happen down the A-pillar. I'll just show you the little tool that we use to do this.
Going deep into the man cave here. This is the secret stuff that you don't see in the tool shop.
So that's just a little punch tool. They're available from Hare and Forbes or from most of the other suppliers for automotive restoration work.
And that just punches the hole.
We just stick it in there and you use all the force you can, because it's, and you can see I've made up handles to crack these holes.
So it saves you actually drilling them.
Yeah, and so much neater, it's not funny. Perfect circle.
Yeah, it is.
Very clean on the back, and it's ready to go. So if you come around the front of the car, take that other side in place, we'll just get this one sorted and in position. I'll show you how we do that. And the critical part is lining the drip rail mould up to the original one that still actually existed on the...
And again, you're not overlapping that, you're butting it up.
No, that's another butt weld, because if we overlap we end up shorter distance on the bottom.
Yeah, sure.
And it's not going to match the mould. So the $64 question, once we get this tacked into place, is we grab the chrome mould and we see if it's actually going to form and fit the way it's supposed to fit.
Yeah.
Because when you remove these, you can actually change the shape of that down through there. The transition of the drip rail down through there can be changed.
Yes.
Especially when you weld up through the inside. We had a little bit of difficulty with the other side, but we've got it massaged into
place.
We
have. It's gone in beautifully.
Yeah. And I'd say what we're going to have to do with this one is the same. So we put back into here the same amount of material that was measured when we undid the rusty part.
Yeah.
And with the other side we actually had to trim this a little bit to give it a bit of leeway underneath and to actually make it fit a bit better. But we'll just see. Well, this one may be okay. I think we might be alright with this one.
Okay.
So let's get a clamp on that.
So C-clamps on. Can I hold that for you?
So I've got to get it so we kind of line this up. So the bottom edge is where I start with the weld on this.
Okay, yeah.
So if the bottom edge is lined up, the top doesn't matter a little bit, because we can
you can massage it a bit.
We can tweak that over when we're getting closer to the top. So that's that one there. This bottom one position. So we're allowing on the bottom, we're allowing the gap that you would normally see.
Yes.
The drip rail between the A-pillar and the drip rail, which is what we've got there.
Yep. And then we can massage it further up.
Yeah, so you can see
it's pretty close there, but we can open that up, can't we?
Yeah. Yeah. We'll put tacks on, we'll show you actually how we get in behind that and make it sit where it's supposed to sit.
Okay, just let me have a look underneath there and we'll...
Yep.
So that's see our
spot weld holes.
Yep.
And that'll all settle in once we clamp it all the way up. We make sure we always clamp it right near every spot weld, because again, we don't want those air gaps in between.
Yep, yep.
You know, it spoils your weld and you get impurities in it, and also the panel sitting away from where it's supposed to be sitting.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, mate, let's go.
So we've put the bottom clamp on and see how that's come away a little
It's
bit.
pulled it down a bit.
That's not good, so we have to readdress that. So we'll release the clamps again. I'll just get it back in a better position, which is right there. We've got a small gap between because we're actually doing this with a MIG.
Yep.
So what I might leave that bottom clamp off because it's making it a bit cranky.
Sure.
Just
And
get a tack on this first, and then that allows us to massage that.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sorry, welding helmet and gloves. So welder's set back to automatic setting on 0.8. So that's the wire thickness, and that's also metal thickness.
Yep.
And that just allows me to put some really nice tacks on that very fine detail on the edge of the drip rail mould.
Okay.
Without blowing it out.
Sure.
And then we have to adjust it back to do the spot welds.
Yeah, I saw you do that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very light tack weld there, but very strong.
Yep.
And you can see the actual top piece has almost brought itself back into position anyway.
So that'll sand back to nothing.
Yeah, so we just do, so we haven't put the weld right into the top yet. We'll just give that a little tap to make sure they line, but we'll leave that for now. Let's see what's happened with the position of this as it goes. That's looking pretty good.
Yep.
Okay, so now we change the welder back to, we go back to manual, and the settings that we had the other day. I found that for this particular section that 18 volts and 2.1 meters of travel per minute is making the weld sit nice and flat.
Okay.
And do what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
So we have the gap there that we would expect to have.
Yeah.
It's about the factory gap.
I don't have eye protection, but I'm hiding behind the camera, so don't worry about my eyes.
Not quite enough in wire travel.
Yep.
So we're upping it to
2.3?
3 meters per minute.
3 meters.
Yep. That's 2 meters a bit of ardo. And we go to 3.4. Anyway, that's got a tack on it now. So that'll hold it in position. We can let that clamp go. Quite an ugly tack, that one, but anyway.
It's okay.
Once we get our settings right, it'll be better.
Yep.
Okay, there's a nice... That hole there is in a beautiful position, so I'm going to have a go at that one with the settings turned up on the wire feed.
Yep.
Tack. Just move that out of the way. You can see that one's sitting a bit better. Still not quite as good as what we want it to be, but it's close.
Yep.
So now we've got it tacked in position. So okay, we'll do one up here as well.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's 17.5 at 3.5 metres travel of wire.
Okay.
Yeah. Every situation is different to get the welds to lay flat. You always have a test as you go.
That's experience, isn't it?
That's where it all comes down to. But don't be scared to have a go. I mean, because you can always sand one off. You know, if it sits a bit high, you can always sand it off and come back to where you need to be at.
Yep.
So that's kind of tacked into position now. So let me just show you how we fudge this a little bit. So we've got our brick bolster here.
Yeah. So
panel beaters love brick bolster.
We've got the right distance down here, but coming up here, you can see it's very close, and we need to open that up a bit.
So we'll just go in from this top end section here. Give that a little fold and come down the bottom. Well, you can see I'm just using my hands. We're not actually putting much pressure on this to fold it. So I might get the hammer and actually tickle that down through there.
Yep.
It's a bit tighter than what the other side was.
It is, isn't it?
You've got to be really careful not to actually
get any kinks in it.
Damage it. So we're getting an actual difference there now.
Yeah, it looks a lot better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's still a little bit close in there.
Yeah, let's just give it another run.
Yeah.
So you're better off to do it that way because you've got a larger surface area happening.
Rather than trying to lever it.
If you grab it just with a screwdriver, you're going to be putting bends in it.
Yep.
And there's no way on earth the mould's going to fit then.
No.
No way on earth.
That's right.
So let's get adventurous and see how the mould looks up against that. Just let me sand that little nick off there.
Okay. Lockie's a Milwaukee man.
Yeah.
Loves Milwaukee.
Can't beat Milwaukee.
My shed's full of Makita stuff. Now here we go, we've got the mould here.
You're working on American cars, you've got to have American tools.
Oh, absolutely,
yeah. Oh, there you go.
Look at that.
So the transition all the way through there, there's no jump out where it's not going to fit.
No, that's just going to slip in there beautifully.
That'll just crack on. We're not going to crack it on because it's too hard to get off again. They're a bit difficult to take off. Everybody knows these are difficult to take off.
Yeah.
But that's the key thing, is you have to make sure it goes back in the transition between the weld and the joint.
Yep.
It's going to make the mould fit back on again.
Fantastic.
Otherwise you're in a heap of trouble. Anyway, there you go guys. Thanks for watching.
Alright guys, once again, Lockie from Copperhead Restorations and Bossy from Bossy Motorsport. Thanks so much for viewing.
Cheers.
Talk to you soon. Bye now.